Well, look, the Premier League clubs have decided to keep calm and carry on. The message we're getting is that the clubs want to carry on playing. Of course, at the meeting today, it was discussed whether they should suspend at least one round of fixtures. But I think the general consensus was that they should carry on with the policy which they have in place at the moment. That is, the Premier League deals with games on a case-by-case basis. So if a club doesn't have 14 players to fulfil a fixture, then the Premier League can postpone that fixture. So that is what the clubs have decided to do. I think it was what we were expecting them to do. The last thing they want to do is stop football, especially over the Christmas period where there's so many games. I think nearly every Premier League club is going to play 3 games as it stands at the moment between Boxing Day and the 2nd of January. One other line to bring you as well is quite significant from the Football Association. I think they're trying to help out as well because they're considering, just for this season, scrapping 3rd and 4th round replays in the FA Cup just to help with fixture congestion. We've heard from a lot of managers, for instance, Jurgen Klopp and Thomas Tuchel, saying their players cannot cope with the amount of games coming up, especially if a lot of their colleagues are going to be sidelined because of COVID. So it looks like the FA are getting involved as well. And just for this season, I think it looks like replays in the 3rd and 4th round of the FA Cup will be scrapped. So those games coming up at the beginning of January, those will be settled on the day. There's some big mouth-watering fixtures in the 3rd round of the FA Cup. So it doesn't look like there will be any FA Cup replays this season in the 3rd and 4th round.
And we've got Carabao Cup quarter-finals coming up in the next couple of nights, tomorrow, Wednesday. Presumably, if some of those are called off, a lot of them are called off, then the calls are going to increase for the semi-finals, which are normally 2-legged, to be just 1 leg for this season.
Exactly. That is something else that a lot of these managers want. Again, we heard from Jurgen Klopp and Thomas Tuchel. They are just saying there is far too much strain on our players at the moment. If at all possible, these cup games should be just 1 game. They don't see any sense in having 2-legged games at this stage of the season. And I think it looks like the FA and maybe the EFL as well are quite receptive to what they're hearing from these managers and clubs.
And as far as you know, the option of calling off the next set of league games, which is midweek next week, is that still something they could come back to?
Not for the time being. It was decided at the meeting today that they would carry on as planned. I think, look, the feeling is that if there are enough players to fulfil these fixtures, then the games should go ahead. One very senior executive at a Premier League club said to me, look, if people are working in supermarkets, if people are driving buses, if people are going to work as normal, then footballers should go to work as well.